We are live and nobody's watching. Nobody's watching our live. One person watching us live. Two person watching me live. Three people. Oh no, 57. Oh wow, okay, this goes fast. Hello world. Hello. This is me learning function on the phone. And yes, everyone's excited, including Vincent van Dog. But he has his own Instagram page and nothing to do with this, so that you have to follow him there, And no, there's a ton of 500 people. Well, crazy. We're just checking in. We're waiting for John. John should show up. I don't know where John is. I thought John cared about his fans as much as I do, but clearly, that maybe this is just me feeling this kind of passion for you guys and appreciation for all the love that's been spilling out from you for the last 24 hours since we released The Dirt I'm Buried In. All those kind of words, they moved us, they moved me, they moved the whole band. But except for John is full of rage. Just when he thinks about fans, he gets, angry. So, so he just loses it. Yeah. John gets so angry, he could road rage in an escalator, John gets so angry when he thinks about his fans that he all his spoons at home are bent, because when he eats his morning cereal, he just bites down on them, just bent out of shape. Yeah, and oh wait, there's a little notification thing here. No, oh yeah, but no, yeah, there it is. We need to let John in. Where did it go? There.
Where is John? How does this work? I don't know. I pressed yes. I press yes again.
Hello.
Go live with John. There's John. Say, oh, John, you didn't dress up for this? Oh no. Oh, John. Everybody, I always dress up for my fans.
Wait.
John doesn't dress up for his fans. He just because with sometimes when we tour, we sit backstage before the show, and you will find John sitting like this, just losing,
Wait 1 second.
losing
I'll
his
be right
shit.
back.
Just the thought that there are people out there. Oh, and the dog dropped his stick. Like John keeps dropping, like, this is the dog stick, but John also keeps dropping those sticks on stage. like a dog on a couch. And then he barks at me, barking out orders like the dog, just wanting.
All right.
Hi, John.
Here we go. Motherfucker.
This is
All right.
what we usually do. Oh, show dog. Yep, dog.
All right. You had a hard time
I have
finding me
a
in
hard
there.
time with any app.
I've been waiting for you.
Well,
Yeah.
hello, John. It's good to see you. It's nice to talk like
Hello,
this.
Dennis.
Good, thank
How are
you.
you doing?
Like this organically and naturally, as we always talk like this. Should we say
Who do we have in here? Love from North Carolina, Mexico, and it's a dog. When will group come to Turkey?
let's do that. Can everybody
When will this group come
ask
to
if
Turkey?
we will come to their particular whereabouts and we will go through those answers one by one? Colombia, yes, as soon as
Go at
possible.
it.
Turkey, certainly hopes as soon as possible. Columbus, Ohio, never again. Philadelphia, can't wait. When we're coming back to Brazil, I don't know. Hello from Georgia. Which Georgia? The country or the state? You have to be more specific. Mexico, we already talked about Mexico. Yes, this was a joke. Stop saying the countries. So,
I saw somebody said I need to get one of those brooches. I guess that is the word that
yeah,
I've been looking for
yes,
since we got
so
those. Now that I know
it's
what is the
very
English
different
word
from
for
the
it,
Swedish
we
one.
can finally start to try and get them. Yeah. All right. Who do we have in here? Why not Ohio? Why no? Why no?
How about
Why no
Ohio?
to Ohio? All right. Hellfest next year. No,
This year?
because we did it this year. And
we can't play the same festival twice in maybe 2024. We'll have others festivals to do. What else? Wisconsin. Well, thank you so much.
It doesn't exist. It's like Finland, New Zealand. There are 3 places that don't exist. No,
All right, everybody, thank you so much for checking out the new song last night. And I suppose most of you guys in here were with us. Wait.
someone wrote brutal assault, please. And I'm like, it's a dog. I won't assault my dog, you sick person.
The TVD 3000 in here, right? I threw a GIMP mask up on stage in Vauxhallen, Denmark. Sounds like something a Danish would do.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for still using it. You're welcome. Thank you for the GIMP mask, the DVD 3000. All right, see you soon in the Netherlands. Yes, Liza, AXB. We will see you soon in Netherlands. And for all of you in Netherlands who doesn't have your tickets, let me tell you, there's just like 100 left, so get one.
I got a real question here. I found the question thing now. I'm learning Instagram. I feel like it's time. Will the singles like So Sang the Hollow, Baron Cloth Mother, etc. be included on a CD in the future? We haven't planned for that, at least.
No.
And someone asked, "Can I?" Mike Quotsuoraris, close enough. Ask if I could scream Bloody Angel. Or maybe they ask you, John, because I have neighbors. But they ain't my neighbors.
And sleeping kids. Right. Will you guys play Scream Until You Wake during a concert soon? Yes, as a matter of fact, that is something we are thinking of doing.
John has a dog, Amber Kula. Someone asked if you have a dog, and I answered for you that you have a dog. You're welcome.
Thank you. So I don't need to answer that one. All right. Come to Antarctica.
I would love
you gotta be shitting me. Keith Moyes. Which Antarctica?
What?
No.
There. Well, actually, if it gets warm enough, it will be much easier to stay in tune. So good thinking, world.
Juliana Jacob. Hi, John. Janice, note how she does not say hi to you. You're a fan from Syria. That was actually pretty cool.
That's Syria. Cool. Okay, wait. So, how does this work? Do they go from? In which order do they come in? Where are my glasses, Johannes? They're broken, and on top of the cabinet in the bathroom, I wear contacts.
Janice, Jazz Demon asks, which is your favorite?
My favorite song to play live. I don't know. There's. Based on quality of song, I like them all, blah, 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 blah. I like to play songs that people have heard, because then they can sing along. I also, then you have songs that are always hard because I don't get to breathe. Like, I don't know, Eagle Has Landed is always hard, which I still like it, but you got this mixed oh no, oh yes feeling, I guess. What about you, John?
I like the easier ones where I don't have to be nervous. Torn Apart is a good one.
And
one of my favorites.
I think you always have a good time during what is it called? The Tower.
Yeah, that's a good time too. Ryan Slocum asks, since you headbang for a living, do you go to chiropractors frequently?
No. The thing is, like, I do all kinds of yoga stuff and whatever, but the best thing to deal with headbanging, the neck ache, is to bang your head even more. The first show is always the most rough on a tour, but at the end of it, you can go all night.
Yeah. When was the last time you guys played Out of Our Minds live? Absolutely love that song. Well, thank you, Dylan Schelt. Out of Our Minds. If live streaming counts as live, it was during Ages. Apart from that, I think it was. I think I know. Do you know?
No, my strongest memory of playing it was in Örebro when it wasn't Station sang with us, but I doubt that was the last time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
think it was.
So then it was in a basement of a pizzeria basement. No, it was an Indian restaurant in Västerås. No, in Örebro. I mixed up the different places. Forget what I said. It was in Örebro, yeah. Does someone inspire your clown persona? They don't Texican Mexican writes this, and since they don't put out who they're asking, I presume it's for you, John. Does someone inspire your clown persona?
I'm very inspired by that clown at the restaurant. What's it called?
McDonald's?
Whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. I really don't know what I'm talking about.
Wait, what did I? If you were a yogurt, someone asks.
All right, next question. And that is, Johannes, how did you learn to scream?
By screaming, I guess. And by learning about singing in general. All the stuff and whatever, and diaphragm stuff that you can learn in choir or whatever applies. And then you just have to, I don't know, then I just figured it out. And still learning, I guess. Always try to find new things to do on every album. And so, find a new challenge, to find a new way to make it hard. New ways to make it hard. Next question.
Johannes, can you lick the screen? Don't take this seriously, right? So let's not do that. Here we go. Thank you. Nice. How was the filming of the new video? Well, that was cold and very chaotic. It's always more chaotic.
Close enough. Chaotic. Yeah.
Chaotic. It's always chaotic to record videos on locations outdoors and stuff like that. It's so much easier to do it in a more controlled environment, such as a studio. Preferably a studio with
we wrote the script. We came up with everything in I want to say August, and sitting warm in our shorts and talking about what a beautiful shots it would be. Those drone footage while driving through a Swedish country road in the fall. Great. And then when you're there, yes, the fall is colder than now.
Japp. När spelar ni i Sverige nästa gång då? Inback 1992. Men det hade du tänkt göra någon gång, va?
Det kan man säga nu, va?
Ja.
Just det.
Ja, Sweden Rock. Det hoppas
jag. Annars var det en nyhet.
Jo, men den är ute. Men den är ute. Så Sweden Rock kommer vi spela på. Men det kommer väl lite...
Johannes, can you please say something in German? Irgendwas. That's something in German. Right? Or is it etwas? Never mind. Close enough. Still funny.
Johannes, will you stay by your pinky promise of coming back to Mexico?
Yeah, well, yes. That's better, or else someone is fired.
And now comes the weird part, and that is that either everybody has
I see people
here, or everybody stopped asking questions.
I think your screen froze. Your screen froze. Do you hear me?
So then, yeah. But I do not get more new questions. So I can ask you again. Will you stay by your pinky promise?
1216 loves it when you speak Swedish, John. It's beautiful. And Metalhead Jack wants you to adopt. I presume these are all for you. What hobbies do you do while on tour?
Hobbies.
You don't have an answer for me.
What hobbies do we do when we're on tour?
What do you do to pass the time on tour when you're not doing stuff directly related to performing then?
Excessive amounts of time by my iPhone.
Good. That's cool and rad. What else do we have? What products do I use for makeup? I think the paint parts are I don't know from what country they are from to begin with, but Kryolan, I pronounce them because I'm Swedish, for the painty stuff. And the current foundation is from Fenty. So yeah. And now I said it twice officially publicly, so I wanna get an endorsement. Yeah, but I think I'm switching to do when we do videos and stuff, and photo shoots, real ones, and Emma is there who actually knows how to apply makeup. She started to use lipstick all over. I'm tempted to start that for shows as well, but then washing everything off afterwards will be much rougher after every show. No, I was
I can't say anything
Oh, you
because
still don't get any questions.
the comments have frozen,
Okay.
so I'm just seeing the same 3 questions.
Setting spray. I mean, I use
so
setting spray
where
as
is
well.
it?
I ran out of it. I need to get a new one. What? I'm looking for questions. Rihanna, does she use Fenty? All right. So I'm as good as her, I guess. I'm learning to touch this. Did I just like something? I feel like my dad. Wait, there was a question. John, what's your favorite drum riff that you created?
Last one standing. But apart from that, like what's it called? Like not
You
the
got
bridge.
the
I'm
middle
always
part
confusing
and
the English words,
pre-chorus.
but like
The bridge is like the middle part.
yeah, like after the first chorus of the Dirt and Buried It, it's pretty just with the tiny
Oh yeah,
little concert stops.
that's cool.
That
But actually,
little piece is
so
one
the
of my favorites.
Last One Standing, which is on our very, very first old album that we did while we were still in diapers, because we did wear diapers until we were 19. We that was an important drum part because that was a big argument that led to a discussion that led to figuring out how to work together on songs and how to arrange songs and how to give each other input on songs. Like that was a big one at the time to figure all that out. So that's actually a very important drum part in the history of Avatar. One of the most important, I would say. We learned to compromise. We already answered the question about Hellfest. John Ice, someone's right. Where do I? Oh, here are questions. But I don't see the same question. I'm trying to learn this phone. Aren't we the best at this?
I found
With a
a
little
new place
question
now.
box.
We have been reading the comments.
But I've been
Yeah, the
looking
little
there, and I
question
think
box, and it seems like we can.
I think I see the same ones over and over.
If we push these, I think they will show on the screen. Let's try that.
Oh, yeah.
Did a
Yeah,
question just come up on the screen?
Did you also do? Okay,
I also pressed one.
Johnny Chambo
I just
asked,
liked it.
"You guys playing any video games? Nothing specific." Well, yes, I play video games. I have an Xbox, and I play on it sometimes. I don't know. What was the last one? Ori and the what was it called? It's like a Metroidvania kind of thing, but with a sad little baby owl. Because I got a thing for sad owls. So that I played. Why don't you tour in Arab countries? I don't know. I would love to. It's Sometimes, reaching places for the first time is many times easier said than done, but we would love to. What should I call? Oh, this is good. What should I call my black metal band? Asked Elijah64. Any names you wanted to use for Avatar but never did? I will use any name you say. That's. I am
For
getting
black
an
metal band.
inappropriate feelings from all this power I have over someone's life now.
My black metal band that I had a pretty cool name. When I started Avatar, I also played in a black metal band,
And
that was
Damnatory.
called Damnatory.
Amazing that
That was
it
pretty
hits
cool.
in the youth center circuits.
My victory
That's
is blood, and through the whispering
My victory is
forest.
blood. Could be a good band name, modern band name for a black metal band, actually. Elijah64. Your band name is My Victory is Blood. There we go. That was actually a good one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Will I get your royalty checks?
You didn't name that band, then Adam or Gustav needs that royalty check. How many animals live inside Tim's mustache? Shut up. Any chance you'll make a rock opera? Sure. That sounds like one of those things that are super expensive to do well. Like if you want a stage show, proper, the whole shebang. Oh yeah, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Thank you. That's the name of the game. When are we going to play in Finland again? We are working on it. Actually, I was writing some stern, angry notes to someone about that today, because then I could get there on my bus card, which would be smooth as fuck. So I'd love to play a Finnish show. And what is Shiprocked again soon? Shiprocked. I don't know. How was your stay in Mexico, John? Did you stay in Mexico?
Stay would be no. My memories of Mexico is an awesome show, a very, very awesome show, and having a coffee, and it was warm, and that's it.
We traveled for about, I would say, roughly around 40 hours to play for 40 minutes, which is weird, but it was worth it. I like Mexico. I was there in my own time this year as well, and people were so. I liked it a lot. This time was barely there. This because we really land, go, play, poof, leave, bang. But it was a good time.
I actually also spent my own time in Mexico before. It's a lovely country.
So when I see my new tattoo, this is our dog Jacob's paw. Jacob is no longer with us, but he is on my arm forever and ever, or until I lose my arm. Well, he will still be on the arm, but the arm will not be on me.
And on the new record.
Jacob is on the new record on a song called Train. Do you guys remember Sacramento? Never heard of it.
Of course.
Yeah, that's where Arnold Schwarzenegger used to live.
Fucking awesome. Ace of Spades.
That too.
Venue.
Have you ever thought of some creative musical cooperation with Peter Tägtgren? No, but for no particularly good or bad reason. And just he's doing a fine job with the people he works with. Yeah, my dog is apparently a huge fan. But it just, I don't know. I guess because he's a Swedish guy that worked with so many Swedes, and we've been so stubborn about like finding our own way. We're not going to go where everybody else went, kind of thing. Made it not really cross our minds, but has nothing to do with his abilities, because clearly he's doing very, very well. You're fine. The epic.
Why is the US tour short? It's a very old comment, but I'm looking through the old comments because what could I do? The US tour is not so short. Just wait
Yeah.
for an announcement. Big
Oh my
announcements coming up.
God. The epic walk-off at the end of Memories. Was it planned? Yeah, most of it. Like, I'm gonna go there, follow me, kind of thing. Yeah. What's your favorite Winger album? Never listened much to Winger. My favorite Gravedigger album is Tunes of War.
Everybody
It's
should
amazing,
actually listen to that.
especially if you're Scottish. All Scots I talked to about
Especially
it
for
agree that
Scottish.
it's
I was just
quite a
like,
trip to listen to Tunes of War by Gravedigger.
yeah.
Uh,
Everybody,
yeah,
everybody in Scotland will
or
get it.
not get it at all
Very
because
good.
it's so weird. Why would a German do all of that? But it's great. W-
I love Scotland and I
so
love
it's
Germany
good
very
stuff
much.
all around. Will you ever do Feathers and Flesh in concert? I would love to. You know,
As a whole,
sometimes you just have to, you know,
yeah.
you only get to do that with the album that sold the most. So, you know, you get to do that with Rain in Blood and stuff. So everybody buy a lot of Feathers and Flesh after you buy every type of release of Dance Devil Dance, and you know, then we'll talk. It would be cool. Any plans of playing in Poland? Yeah. Any plans of playing? Yeah, we are.
We
Mr.
are playing in
Yes.
Poland on the new tour. On tour.
Yeah.
We're playing Poland in March, Warsaw.
So look,
And if you have missed that, that is also one of those that are pretty much sold out.
so
If it's not
hurry.
already sold out, I think there's tickets left in Warsaw.
Hello, Sophia, daughter of Maggie 4043. I'm glad you love Blood Angel. Favorite Swedish show? I mean, show that we have played in Sweden?
TV show, Rederiet. Ska vara.
I was more of a Tre Kronor man. No, but shows I don't. When you say favorite Swedish shows, and I think memories of Swedish shows, everything become go back to the Jurassic era of this band because we did all those shows when we were kids, where the first 10 shows in your life are extremely memorable. I couldn't pick a favorite from those, but Uffes Källare, or when we celebrated the opening of a new what is an altan in English, John? A patio, a wooden deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Växjö, always in Växjö. We have never had a really good show in Växjö, unfortunately. We
come back to
should
Växjö.
maybe not add a show in Växjö. Do we have anyone from
Otherwise,
Växjö in here?
I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna close down
We
this
have-
live thing broadcast right away if there's not one person from Växjö. 5, 4,
Växjö, make
2,
yourself known.
1. Okay, bye everybody. No, maybe there are actually. I don't have to read the comments. I just trust there was someone in here. Vegan food of choice when you're on tour. Anything that is roughly in total between 3,000 and 4,000 calories of it, and I'm happy. Or something like that. So keep an open mind. But there's always that restaurant Plums in Seattle, for instance, and a couple places like that. It's fun to return to. LJW81 writes, ni är alldeles för sällan i Sverige. Well, sure, I might be too seldom in Sweden, but John is in Sweden right now all the damn time.
Pretty cool.
As a band, what song on the latest album are you guys most proud of and why?
That question is always as impossible to actually answer. Like it would really vary from day to day if I have a favorite at all. And like when we were younger, we used to say like if you have a favorite, something's fucked with the rest of the album, and then you have to rewrite the entire rest of the album. But I think nowadays it's fine to have a favorite something, but it varies. Right this moment, I think On the Beach has that is On the Beach is probably my favorite of today.
It's a good one. I don't know, like I think usually when those questions get, I think of what was a very different song to make, because after you nailed 10 metal bangers and then maybe have a bit of a standout weird little song that excites you in that moment because it's, feels so fresh and different, just how you record it and how you put it together. And that has been like Sky Burial or Gun or Tower or things like that. But I wouldn't call them favorites over other songs of ours. But there's something to be said about songs that it took a long time, or there was a big challenge and then we figured out, so it was worth it to be on the album. There's a song called Hazmat Suit that we had to, until the very end, there were stuff to figure out to make that one work. Or for that matter, I'm gonna eat my dog. Or for that matter, The Dirt I'm Buried In. Because, like John has some mentioned in the chat yesterday when premiered that song, I think some parts of that is really, really, really old. And it just took a while to figure it out. Like Gun was on Hunter Gatherer. So there's something special about that.
Yeah. One day we will make a song out of.
Wait, if I sing along, am I not in sync with you? I just realized. It was in sync from this end. Vegas does have great vegan restaurants, Canvas Rock. You're absolutely right. Shout out to my buddy Jason. We go and eat at them from time to time. Do you like a football? Lisa Textile writes, you might mean that I like football, but I'm now going to be a jerk and just, presume that, yes, there's some football I like. I don't know. I couldn't come up with something stupid enough to answer. I think the biggest football fans, and by football we mean actual football, not hand egg, not American football. The biggest fans of that in the band are Tim and Jonas. I like to indulge in watching it when it's put in front of me. I have a good time. I had fun watching the European Cup with my Italian wife and watching Italy win. It was a good time, but it's very casually. Any advice for beginner metal drummers? When you get good, give me your number. I'm looking for...
No, it's just keep on practicing and do not try and play too fast sometimes because it's fun. But when you're practicing, make sure to get everything right, slow. Because if you cannot play it right, slow, it's not going to sound good when you try and play it fast. So you have to practice slow and make it faster gradually. And that is probably the way to learn if you want to play metal, because metal is fast music generally, and you can't just, you can always see if a drummer has practiced properly or if it's a drummer that just went out there and just banged it. It's never gonna sound groovy if you don't have the core in it. Like, so you have to practice, do the boring parts and work systematically, and practice slow and make it a little bit faster.
One version or another is about, for those advice applies to any instrument or any kind of musical endeavor. And I feel Like,
Yeah.
no matter if you want to play really complex music or real simple music or whatever, I guess the point is to get your body out of the way so that you're, whatever you want to do can flow through you and just come out. Point of any practicing. I just realized that the question part here, that when people like, that's why I see the same ones in the question thing, because people can like them and then they come up to the top. So the top question, John, is when will the new style patch come out in the bigger size?
Don't we
I don't
already
know.
have it? I do think we have. I do think we have the new style patch, both in the regular, like this big, and the back patch size. I do think so. However, they're all just pre-orders. So I think you can pre-order them right now, but they're gonna ship in like January, February sometime. Because we came up with that logo in the very, very last second, so we didn't have a chance to get the stuff in time. But I am pretty sure we already have it on store.avatarmetal.com.
Johannes, are your,
If not,
Johannes, are your
we're gonna get
pants
it there.
seams reinforced so they won't rip like your overalls did? It's a different design that leaves more space and like it's more. It lets things move around more efficiently down there, so it shouldn't rip this time. When I tested them out in front of Michaela, who made it, she was more nervous than she did in her whole life. I looked at her like, it's time for the squat. But it helped, so that's good. John, how about this one for Dark Leo 999? If you couldn't play metal or rock, what music genre would you like to play?
If I couldn't play metal or rock, that is like these questions, like so. Who would you, if you had to kill your family?
Nobody
Who
said.
would you choose?
Okay, but is there any other genre that you would love to do?
Nah, not as a drummer or like no metal or rock. It's pretty broad. I mean, a lot of music would be considered rock if it has drums. I guess jazz or blues
Well,
is what's left.
being bossa nova.
I'm not a jazz drummer. I'm not a bossa
No.
nova drummer.
Because of what we do, the way we do it specifically, we dress up, we try to look pretty, and we do things, and it's really heavy and loud, and you get really sweaty, and things are supposed to hurt a bit. And then I sit before the show and watch a clip of, I don't know, Simon and Garfunkel back in the day playing in Central Park, and the fact that you could just also make a live in music from just standing there saying, "Hello, darkness, my old friend," looks like heaven in those moments. But at the same time, doing something that requires you to bring your whole body into it, it's nothing tops that feeling, so it's worth it at the end. So yes, should we see another question perhaps?
See if I have like
Yeah,
2 or
let's
3 more
see.
questions. It's time to round it off.
There was so much that I wanted to. No, I don't find it. Well, what makes this upcoming album different from all the past ones?
Good question. Of course, it's not completely different from all
Because
the
John
past ones.
refused to be a bossa nova drummer.
It's what makes this different. I probably would say at least that on this album we let. I said it in an interview yesterday too. Like we spent a lot of energy in the past with like trying to what do you say, like make the songs fit the album, if you will, like work them so they're like not have the frames to like
You're almost there. You almost got it.
This time, like we let each song speak much more for itself, like, and
Mhm.
take each song the furthest, like you heard yesterday on the Dirt and Buried In, like it's it's a very different song from many other songs that we've done, and yes, we could have put in some distorted guitars and some heavier drums, whatever, but we just took that song to the limit of what that song is, and we've done that with all the songs pretty much. This album is, in my opinion,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
yeah, sure.
that's one way to see it. Or do you agree? You're
Yeah,
the
no,
songwriter, or one
but
of them.
I think, yeah, I guess,
I'm not a
but it's
songwriter in that
because
sense.
I don't think about it at the time. You just do a song and then another song and then another song and see what makes sense together. But it's true, like clearly from what you have heard between Valley and Disease and the Dirt and Buried In, there's a lot of, that's a kind of wide range of style and energy and just and everything. Um, but I think what brings them together, I feel, is I'm saying this already in a couple of places, but uh, I think each song is more focused on what it's supposed to be than ever before. There are not so many twists and turns in each song. It's
Mm.
instead of having three crazy ideas and squeeze them into one song, we do three crazy ideas spread out on three songs and let them become the best version of themselves possibly. And that makes it, despite that we are always an eclectic band that do whatever the hell we want, I still feel that it still feels focused at the same time. Because I feel the album is extremely focused in that way. The whole attitude of how it was recorded out in the wilderness, just us and Jay and everything, to me makes me feel very rock, edgy, and rock
For
and roll.
anybody who's not aware, this album was actually recorded out in the
Yes,
wilderness. It's recorded in Swedish countryside in a small, tiny little cabin. So that makes this album much different from an album that was recorded in LA. So
exactly. And as great as LA was, and it really was to record Hunt Together. It was amazing. I'm glad we did it. I think maybe this thing suited us more, I would say. It was just kind of magical time to do it like this for the kind of people we are. Um, here's what was working with Lisa Hale on the new album like? Well, montage, Feely. Uh, Easy because we weren't even in the same room together. We recorded a bunch of stuff for her to help her understand what we wanted from her, and then she did amazingly and even better than anyone dared to imagine. And we imagined some greatness to come from her because she's great. So it's just, do this, please. Okay, and she did it amazingly. And it's only after the fact that we really got the chance to spend some real time with her, and she's great. The whole band is great, of course, and I think even if stylistically, you know, people would obviously, I think, well, yes, obviously, you think maybe metal first, rock and roll second, uh, and I think people would think hard rock and roll first, and metal second when you look at Hailstorm. But we both move in some kind of borderlands between the two, I believe, and the fact that that is a band with such a long history, also people that grew up figuring this out together and all that, makes me feel very strong kinship to Hailstorm.
I started to
Cool.
see the comments now again, and here's one. Ever see a
I think,
UFO?
well, we couldn't identify it, could we? Me and John saw while recording the album. We saw something. Me and John
It's
saw
fucked
something
up.
in the sky. Weird bright lights that don't make sense. Distance, brightness, timing, movement. So briefly that the memory became like a blur
And
the moment after it happened. But we were both there. And, it wasn't a mirage or anything, like we can confirm with each other that it happened. And we're not the kind of people who jump to, we don't say UFO first when we see something.
we have really tried to figure
Yeah.
out what the fuck that was. And this was when we recorded the new album in the forest, out there. Yeah, and we're not doing any heavy drugs.
Not even light drugs.
So,
Sad, really. I don't bring my dog on tour sometimes. Not at all. It doesn't seem like a nice place for a dog to be. So wait, thinking if there's any good last question, perhaps. Who is who is the more introverted one in the band? Yeah.
the more introverted. I guess I am, right? Yes.
Okay, maybe that was an easier question than I thought it was. Yeah, okay, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was funnier because I would say everyone except
Yeah.
for Tim, but you can be. It's easier to be extroverted on a stage than in other places. I don't know, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you want us to quit? Live stream over, sir? Aye, Captain. Well, the man of the house.
So, what are you gonna do
I'm
with the rest
gonna.
of your evening?
We are being asked that I'm gonna watch my dog shit in the snow, and then we'll see.
Fuck yeah. Sweet. I'm gonna drink some British wine and watch the crowd. All right. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for being
Thank you for
here.
yesterday. Thank you
doing
for
some
the questions and
questions.
all the love. And yes, again, we want to come to all the places that have been mentioned in here, especially the places where we have never been before. And yeah, lots of cool stuff happening.
Keep on supporting us, keep on sharing whatever it means a lot right now, because we're doing this album. This is the first album we're doing on our completely our own record label. So yeah, help.
All right.
All right, guys.
You guys, see you soon. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.